Now, a string of attacks on Hispanic residents in New York has prompted fears of a new wave of racial hatred. The city that has historically been a melting pot for immigrants seems to be turning into a boiling pot for radical sentiments. RT's Lauren Lister looks at the origins of intolerance.
The United States has always been a country of immigrants, but they're not always welcome. We've seen Mexicans targeted in the western state of Arizona, which passed a tough law targeting undocumented immigrants.
There's many people that come to this country and they go through the proper channels to do the proper thing, and the people that don't do that, they're breaking the law.
Despite a backlash, now we're seeing more signs this sentiment is making ripples across the country, far from the Mexican border. In one area of New York City,
thank you for riding the Staten Island Ferry.
There has been a string of a dozen attacks on Hispanic residents in recent months. Victims like Rogelio
Victim number 9
and Fidel. You can literally find them simply walking through the neighborhood. And the suspects?
Unfortunately, most of the attacks most recently have been by blacks against Mexicans.
According to these victims, they were targeted by teens while minding their own business.
My head was fractured in the back.
Hit me in my head. I got 8 stitches.
And then they hit my arm, which broke in 3 places.
For no other reason than being Mexican. There appears to be a divide between the minorities sharing this poor area of New York. Despite this,
when you go through the statistics on education and crime, who bring at the bottom? The blacks and Hispanics bring at the bottom. So therefore, we have more in common than we don't have in common.
But here, the rift appears to be growing. With the influx of Hispanic immigrants, city blocks that used to be vacant are now flourishing, appearing to leave some behind.
You see a lot of Mexicans working and no blacks working here.
This is the main thoroughfare of this neighborhood. It's where many of the Mexican shops and markets like this one have popped up. It's also where many of the anti-Mexican attacks have occurred. Now, the police presence across the street as a result is new, but residents say the issues are not.
Always is the same. It's attacks every day. This has happened for years and years and years.
When I was in high school, I was really getting picked on because I was Mexican.
Some argue now blacks are unfairly targeted by all the attention.
The blacks feel slighted.
They feel Mexicans share in the blame too.
They're not here legally, and they commit crimes here.
It's an argument being made from this tucked-away New York town to the streets in Arizona. So in a country of immigrants, does this point to a pecking order that has always been?
It's nothing really new, and the latest arrivals always had some kind of difficult period to go through.
Is the tension among races simply evolving to a new era?
Like the whites used to think that they were superior, now it's the blacks that think that they're more superior.
And has America always been a melting pot where someone's getting burned?
We live together, but we can't stay together.
Lauren Lister, RT, New York.